for this fixture.
Okay, set for the national anthems of Japan and Australia down in the middle of the main pitch here in Salou.
Es momento de escuchar los himnos. Escucharemos el himno de Australia. Momento ahora de escuchar el himno de la selección de Japón.
There was both nations' national anthems as Australia and Japan greet one another. Australia are in the yellow while Japan are in dark blue. Your teams for this fixture are as follows. So the Japan squad for this fixture in goal is number 7, Himeda. The starting lineup for this fixture is Miyabi Himeda, number 7, Saki Kiroki, Miroi Toyoda, Mei Ota, and Mayuko Kaida. That's your Japan starting lineup. And for Australia, it is Caitlin Smith, Talia Blanchard, number 3 Talia Blanchard, Eloise North, number 7, George Bykov, Australia's top scorer, and number 8, Anne-Marie Diarate. Both teams are just having a photo opportunity, and as mentioned previously, alongside me is Oliver Walker-Peel. Both sides are just having the Japan side there was just having a word with the referees who we are with today, and our officials are Margaret Doka from the USA and also Mark Garcia. And Oliver, we've just made history by commentating on the men's England versus Canada fixture, and we're going to do the same here in the women's fixture too.
Yeah, absolutely, and this should be a wonderful game. I've seen Japan and Australia play a number of times over in Melbourne. They played several times in the Asia Oceania Championships, including in the final of that tournament, which Australia ended up winning by 2-0 with Goal from Georgia Bykov and one from Nicole Christodoulou, who isn't here. Georgia Bykov is. So it'll be interesting to watch how this one goes, as Anne-Marie Durarati will kick us off here for Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as Oliver said, it will be Australia's number 8, Durarati, kicking us off here at the football complex in Salou. We are on pitch number 13. The ball goes quickly to Talia Blainsard. And quick ball for number 7 of Australia, Eloise Northam. Wide of the post, but an early opportunity for Eloise Northam to get ahead of the game, just wide of the post. And my Japan's goalkeeper has an opportunity to get on the ball now, but it's lost by Australia. And Australia win again. Australia's number 10, and once again wide of the post. Opportunity for Georgia Bykov there. So some early opportunities for Australia as we go into this game.
And that's what Georgia Bykov can do. We've seen a little bit of Eloise Northam earlier, who is another player who is attack-minded alongside Georgia Bykov. Georgia Bykov, though, is probably the one to watch, particularly if you haven't seen Australia play before. If you're on the Football Australia YouTube channel, you most probably have, as ball is out to play for a Japan ball in that Georgia Bykov was about to take. Bykov battling for it, but losing out. It's set low from Bykov, and now back with it. Goes up towards halfway, there's a battle for it. Set towards the halfway line. All the way back for Caitlin Smith, who was goalkeeper of the Asia Oceania Championships in Melbourne. Not her best distribution. And now a goal kick for Miyabi Hameda of Japan in the number 7. There's a couple of options short. There you go, Mayuko. All the way back to Maru, who's being pressed by Durarati. Japan scramble up towards halfway. Northam stepping in and sending wide. How to play for a Japan throw. Goal kick for Caitlin Smith here, who will roll short for Talia Blanchard. They go up towards halfway, but Mirai Toyoda will step in. One of a couple of players who wasn't involved in the Para-Asian Cup. Blanchard, player of the final in the win over Japan in November last year. Northam, back for Durarati, who will shoot. And it's behind last off Kaiga. And a corner to follow.
Georgia Bykov would just wait in there to start it home, but it does go out for an Australia corner as Georgia Bykov looks to take this corner. Georgia Bykov on the ball, takes a long shot, deflection, save for the Japan goalkeeper.
Miyabi Hamada, who has played both outfield and in goal, and we saw they're playing both positions in the Para-Asian Cup just gone. That's how Football Australia marketed it, at least. It was officially called the Asia Oceania Championships for the women's side of things. But when I was with Football Australia, that's what we were calling it, the Para-Asian Cup, so old habits die hard. Neutral now though, as Bykov steps in, rolls across, Durarati's there, real chance! She's not passing that up!
Wonderful opportunity for Australia to take the lead in
Introduce el esférico ese número 8. Mari di Uriarte. Mari di Uriarte. Y pone el 1 en el marcador. Japan 0, Australia 1.
It's a 12th international goal for Amir Uriarte, only cap number 8. So she's started to life in green and gold well. Scored also against Japan in the Asia Oceania Championships. It's a play for Australia, ball in.
Australia ball. So throw in to Diarate. Diarate challenging for the ball, but Mayota has stopped her. And it does go for a goal kick for Miyabi Himeda. Miyabi Himeda tries to get it to Japan's number 8, Mayuko Kaiga. However, there is a chance now for Eloise Northam, who capitalises from the throw, from a long throw in for Australia. Eloise Northam tries to take a shot of it, but Japan defend well. Georgia Bykoff currently going to get the ball as Caitlin Smith gets the ball out, and Diarate, long ball from Georgia Bykoff to try and get something over it, but it is gone out for another goal kick for Miyabi Himeda.
Had to do a double take there. It was Georgia Bykoff all the way back and Talia Blanchard all the way forward, which is you've seen Australia play before. That's not the way it usually goes. But a bit of versatility perhaps for Kelly Sturton's team as hand to work it down their right hand side. Out to play from Mirai Toyota. And that'll be an Australia goal kick. Blanchard, played by May Ota. Mayota scored Japan's first ever goal in women's CP football against Australia. And that's played forward from Bykoff, looking for Blanchard, and they couldn't quite get there. Came in a game against Australia. They played a 3-match friendly series in the lead up to the Asia Oceania Championships. Australia won all 3, but Japan's first goal in their history came against Australia with thanks to Mayota. He's on the ball again here. Played locally for Esperanza in Japan too. Bykoff will look out wide for Talia Blanchard. He'll put it in boards. Duriarty will keep it in place. Sliding in was Ota. Back for Duriarty. And eventually behind by Saki Kuroki. And Australia have started this game wonderfully. The number 1 ranked team in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been brilliant. Obviously, they've got on the score sheet early, and yeah, it's opportunities for this corner to be taken for Australia's number 7, Eloise Northam. Eloise Northam looking to take the corner. She's got Diarate as an option, but she goes all the way, and the goalkeeper could spill it and putting pressure on. Georgia Bykoff is asking the referee if it's gone in, but the referee, the line person says no.
Close one from here.
Yeah,
looked a close one.
And that is a let-off for Japan as Miyabi Himeda picks up the ball and looks to reset the goal kick.
So we have a good view along the line here as it's sent behind for a goal kick. Bykoff. And line looking for Duriarty and probably behind for a corner. Eloise Northam will deliver this. Got the goal of the tournament against the United States in the last World Cup. World Cup that Australia were runners-up in, as Smith on the halfway line Miscues that one. She's capable of shooting from range, Caitlin Smith. We've seen that happen before. Scored twice at the World Cup 2 years ago. So you can't counter out from range. As Duriati has it back, looking to find a way through. Duriati trying to slide in, and Bykov has it. Smith. Bykov. Duriati, bit of space, shot blocked away and out of play for an Australia throw.
Yeah, and Australia really are putting the pressure on. I have to say though, Miyabi, who made out of the Japan goal, he's doing very well to keep this a 1-goal lead at the moment as we take a throw-in from Eloise Northam. The referee is just instructing the Japan squad. Throw-in from Eloise Northam, goes long. The goalkeeper has an opportunity. It's taken away from Japan's Myotha. Opportunity for Australia, however, it will be a corner kick for Australia. Eloise Northam with the corner. Blocked by Mirai Toyoda of Japan for another corner. And this time Anne-Marie Diurati will take the corner for Australia. Low ball in, once again blocked by Mirai Toyoda, and we have a succession of corners in this game.
And it's good play from Mirai Toyoda. If the ball is coming to you at the front post, just make sure that it isn't miscued. You've just got to make sure you get it behind her away. As Smith again looks from range. I teased that one a moment ago. That one not to the back of the right netting though, but you wouldn't count out Caitlin Smith from getting 1 or 2 at this World Cup. Referee is Margaret Domker of the United States, and the assistant referee Mark Garcia of Spain. Ball work down the line, Blanchard in again. That's something that Talia Blanchard does well. Finds a way to step in and is particularly proficient in defence. Holding short for Japan, looking for Toyota. Australia ball.
Come to Georgia Bykov. And Blanchard had a shot, an opportunity for Australia. Georgia Bykov tries to keep it in, but just rolls out. But it will be a throw-in for Japan as Saki Kiroki looks to throw the ball in. Remember, in cerebral palsy football, you can roll in the ball, so that's exactly what Saki Kiroki will do. Pressure from Australia. Anne-Marie Diurati wins another throw-in for Australia as Eloise Northam takes the throw. Rolls it into Anne-Marie Diurati. Tries to link up with Eloise Northam, but just had a little bit too much pace on that ball. We currently have the Australia substitutes lining up, warming up in front of us. Those substitutes are Carly Salmon, Trinity McPhee, Lainey Harrison, Beck Jones and Ray Anderson. Japan currently on the ball. Mirai Toyoda looks to go towards her Japan teammate, but manages to keep the ball in her possession. Tries to go forward, however it is taken out of play by Australia. A roll in as May Otha looks to take the throw in. And this could be a counter-attacking opportunity for Australia as Anne-Marie Diurati has options going forward. Passes the ball to her Australia teammate, however it is a throw. Referee signals for a goal kick.
Second ball on the pitch, so we'll be halted for a split second. Just on this Australia squad, there are quite a few young players who are involved in it. Anne-Marie Diurati is 16, which I think says a lot about how much she's already done.
And doing very well at controlling the game at the moment as well.
And did a lot of that at the Asia Oceania Championships as Northam looks to advance into space. She's inside the box, Didn't quite break for Australia's number 8 there. Toyota to get away forward. Blanchard expertly across. Duriati is over. Northam looking back down the inside left channel. Those two have combined well. Eloise Northam and Anne-Marie Duriati. Thrown in towards the middle, looking for Georgia Bykoff. It's out of her last for a Japan goal kick. Australia weren't able to keep it in play for as long as they'd hoped. Yabi Hamada is in goal for Japan today, as mentioned earlier. She scored a brace in the opening game of Japan's 2022 Women's World Cup campaign, and in their 2024 campaign, when Japan started, she's in between the sticks. I'm talking about the versatility across both teams. Doriarty against Kuroki, able to keep it, but then to doing the hard bit, gave it away. Blanchard was tighter up in the touchline and couldn't keep it alive.
Yeah, well, like Australia are doing very well at trying to control this game. As for Japan, their goalkeeper Miyabi Himeda is doing very well at trying to keep the goal to 1-0. Rolling there from Japan. It's gone out again for Australia. Rolling from Eloise Northam, trying to go to Georgia Bykoff. Caitlin Smith with a long ball forward, unlucky with that, and wasn't able to reach an Australia player there. It's Hamada with the goal kick. Goes through the middle as Mirai Toyota tries to get something out of it, but once again, not just too much pace on Hamada's goal kick there. It will be Saki Kuroki that takes the rolling for Japan. Shot taken, but comfortable save for Caitlin Smith. Eloise Northam has Bykoff as an option, but just couldn't find Bykoff as Miyabi Himeda leaves it for a goal kick.
Approaching a quarter of an hour here in Salou. Australia lead by 0-0. Marie Duriati with the difference-making kick of the football so far. Sent forward. Northam trying to pull it square. Duriati wasn't quite where the ball had gone. Marie Duriati, by the way, is just pulled further clear of Eloise Northam in terms of the second most goals by a Para Matilda. Georgia Bykoff's international record is quite devastating for opposition defences to read. 22 goals in 11 games.
Standing from Georgia Bykoff there, and yeah, it will be a roll-in for Japan. Once again, goes out of play as Japan look to take the roll-in. Once again, however, it will be Eloise Northam. Eloise Northam looks to start the attack early. Anne-Marie Duriati was waiting, however, it was kicked out by Saki Kuroki for another Australia opportunity. to roll it to Caitlin Smith. Eloise Northam, she runs into the box. Georgia Bykov is trying to make an opportunity, however, Miyabi Himeda has handled the ball well.
Scored 13 in 5 at the last World Cup, Georgia Bykov, and was looking for another World Cup goal there. Just couldn't pry it free. Looking for Hamada, allowed to bounce, and Caitlin Smith dealt with that well. Bit of pressure there from Mayota, as Bykov might be away again. Ball skipping rather quickly on the surface. And plenty of Australian encouragement in the stands, which is wonderful to see. There's a few Japan fans here too. Long distance for both of these countries to travel to get to Spain. And having come from Australia myself to get here, I can attest to that. Ball down the line. Not quite work out there for Mirai Toyoda. Looking for the run of Mayota, who is a good player to try and pick out, but it didn't quite work out for Japan there. Here is Georgia Bykov, who elected to shoot. It's off the side netting and behind. I think from a Japan point of view, Jude, it's always smart to try and limit positive attacking play from the opposition, and Georgia Bykov is one player they would have watched. Trying to show her down the line there. I think it's probably a decent avenue to try and get her away from goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Japan are doing well at trying to close off those avenues for Australia. I think they just need to try and get a little bit more opportunities within the attack as we go for another Japan roll-in. Saki Hiroki will take the roll-in for Japan. Rolls it to Mirai Toyoda. Toyoda has the space to drive forward. Eloise Northam manages to intercept the ball. Now Eloise Northam has space and opportunity to drive forward as Anne-Marie Diarati is in the box, but it is saved by Miyabi Himeda and collected properly. However, Eloise Northam has gone down in a little bit of pain here as the referee goes and checks on how Eloise Northam is doing. I have to say, Eloise Northam does look in a lot of pain here.
And there's the Australian substitutes have managed to catch what was said. I'm not sure I'm in quite a position to repeat it. The Australian substitutes certainly know, or most of them do. And again, I'm gonna let them keep that one private. Oh goodness me! There's some things you just don't prepare for a microphone. And to Eloise Northam, I say thank you very much for putting me squarely in a hole. I don't know what to say after that. I was more worried about her knee. But yeah, okay. I don't quite even know how to illustrate what's just happened. Let's just say she cops it where you probably don't want to. And we'll infer from there. Bykov was making her way forward. Goodness gracious me.
There's some things that you, like you said, Ollie, there's just some things that you cannot prepare for at a World Cup.
I wasn't prepared for that. She's back up and okay to continue, which is a good sign. There's a chance for Mayota in behind! Off the post! And there's so many of the Japanese persuasion who thought she might have scored, and she's so unlucky not to have done so.
Yeah, what an opportunity there. Mayota was through on goal, and it was inside of the post as Caitlin Smith is currently down and is looking to receive treatment from the Australian medical team. But yeah, what an opportunity, and Japan need more of that, really. You know, we talked about how they've been very good at trying to be smart defensively in stopping Georgia Bykov making intelligent runs, but they haven't shown anything going forward as much as they'd like to in these opening stages of this half. So more opportunities like that would be welcomed from the Japan point of view.
ha tenido la portera con la jugadora nipona. El reloj que va caminando los 25 minutos, prácticamente terminando esta primera parte del match. El resultado de 1-0, Australia que gana con ese solitario
So
gol.
Anne-Marie Duriarty with the only goal of the first half.
Ana María de Uriarte.
Good finish.
La mujer que supo introducir
and has been really important
el balón dentro de la portería.
For Australia, which is really
portera.
refreshing to hear. And I think from Australia's point of view, you know, they've had many opportunities. They've had lots of opportunities to try and be in goal, but they would just like to be a bit more clinical and try and extend that lead. But having said that, Japan have been very good. Anne-Marie Duriarty has the opportunity to go forward here. Battle between Japan and Australia as Georgia Bykov has the ball. It's Australia's number 3 and just goes wide at the post there for Talia Blanchard.
Tell you what, this is the most attack-minded I've seen Talia Blanchard play. They are wonderful in defence. Now showing what they're all about in attack too. And with an opportunity to steal in there, Toyota was very interested. But Eloise Northam will see that away. Duriarty. Bykov is calling for an infield and Duriarty pointing down the line. Looks to have a run at the Japan defence herself. And she's lost it. Toyota just sends it forwards and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, a brilliant block there by Myotha to stop the phaser play for Australia, and it has gone for a goal kick for the Australia goalkeeper Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Smith kicks it out. Will she look to go long now? Yes, she will. Eloise Northam, a header, but just not in the right direction of the Japan goal. Himeda with the goal kick. Goes through to Myotha, but Georgia Bykov wins it back quickly. A comfortable save. Will there be any opportunity for another opportunity? No, it will be. It goes out of play for Australia, as Australia do try and make something of that opportunity from Miyabi Himeda. It will be a corner for Australia, as Georgia Bykov has the opportunity to put the ball in the box. Anne-Marie Duriarty towards the goal, but it does tend to go short. It's a long ball from the Australia goalkeeper that does go out.
Worth a reminder too in women's cerebral palsy football. I was going to make the point that you've got 25-minute halves and we're moving towards the end of them. And there we go. They're slightly shorter in the women's game than the men's game. If you're just watching the women's game for the first time, 2 25-minute halves at the end of this one. Australia have the lead. It's a 1-goal lead, a 1-0 lead, thanks to a goal from Anne-Marie Duriarty. A wonderful finish. Australia have had the better of things in play and also lead on the scoreboard too. And Jude, as we go towards a break, it's 1-0 towards Australia against Japan.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting second half ahead. Some work for Japan to do, but they need to work on having more opportunities through on goal.
que tiene perder en goles olímpicos.
Ahora empiezan a comentar. Déjalo ahí. Déjalo por ahí. ¿Estaréis mucho hoy, chicos? You want a good meal? You want a good meal? I ordered some this 15 minutes. Never happy.
The same we're on with the men's.
Bueno, pues hay un cambio
I'll have to think
en
about
la
it.
selección de Australia.
Is that right?
Retirado con el número
Oh,
3, Camila Blansharm.
we have
Y ha
any
entrado
subs.
en su lugar ese número 4. Hablamos de Jones Beck.
Okay, so it is Japan and Australia that have come back out for this half. And yes, it will be Japan, by the looks of things, that will get us underway in this second half. Or will it be Australia? No, it will be Japan, and Japan are going to go straight from the kickoff. A shot from Mayotha there, who has had a decent first half. It's Anne-Marie Durati through to Australia's number 4. There's a goal for Lainey Harrison, who has scored from early on in the first half. Doubles Australia's lead. Makes it 2-0 for Australia. Brilliant opportunity for Lainey Harrison there, and just slot it home. So it's Australia 2, Japan 0.
It's Beck Jones, who is
Australia's
Australia's number 4 and has scored. It's the first international goal for Beck Jones. And a wonderful moment for Beck Jones, who has quite a wonderful story. Made her way on at the break and might have an assist. Would have done if Anne-Marie Durati had got it inside the post. Beck Jones came on for Talia Blanchard at half time. Helps out wide. Eloise Northam, who might get a second look. Is it over the line? Answers yes. There was a short wait, and Eloise Northam was able to bundle home. Anne-Marie Durati, Beck Jones, and now Eloise Northam. Australia now looking well on course for 3 points with 3 goals.
Yeah, talk about making an entrance on this second half. Australia very quick off the mark and does excellent to score 2 goals in quick succession. Japan will have to regroup and look at it as Amari Urati is on the ball, but comfortable save for Japan's goalkeeper Miyabi Himeda.
Ball. Did that strike the arm? Caitlin Smith certainly thought so, but referee didn't. Durati had it, lost it. Ota for Toyota. Out of play. Rolled in for Beck Jones, looking at a second, almost had it. Straight to the goalkeeper. And Beck Jones has started her international career quite well. On Australia debut, has a goal and almost had a brace.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I say, Australia have started quick and Japan find themselves under pressure as Miyabi Himeda looks to go long to Toyota, but Toyota could not get the ball. Ball back in play now for Australia as Amari Urate drives forward. Ball goes out of play for now. Will be once again a goal kick for Himeda. Will she go long? Will she opt to go short this time? Looks like she's going to try to get the ball to Mayuko Kaiga. However, the ball went out of play for an Australia roll-in. Eloise Northam with a roll-in now with the ball. Eloise Northam battling with the Japan number 6, Mayotha. Northam again with the roll-in. To Beck Jones, who was the goal scorer. We're now back with Caitlin Smith, who will be pleased with the performance so far. Clean sheet on the board for Caitlin Smith as things stand. Amari Diarate with the opportunity to roll in. Beck Jones on the ball now. Beck Jones driving forward. Just wide of the post. But Beck Jones has gone down. But looks like she should be okay. And yeah, Australia have started very sharply this second half and not give Japan an opportunity to go forward. We had spells of Japan going forward in the first half, and it looked very strong. They looked very strong defensively in the first half, and Miyabi Himeda did very well to keep the goal to only 1 goal in the first half. However, Australia reassessed their options, reassessed their tactics, made a few changes. Beck Jones with a goal, and yeah, some amazing pieces of play from the Para Matildas.
Japan trying to build down their right-hand side. Morito Oda, who I thought was super impressive in the first half, throwing this one in. Hold on to space, Saki Kuroki. Jones has it back, Girardi waits in the middle. Jones one way then the other. Throw back for Bykov, not far away. Girardi wins it back. Jones. And Jones again lashed out at the goalkeeper. Doesn't she look a super player? As the referee pointed to the spot here. There was a gesture for a point to the hand, and out of nothing, there's a spot kick here for Australia. And so it's Caitlin Smith, forward from goalkeeper, who will take this. Smith shoots, and in off the post! Now that's how to take a penalty. Caitlin Smith, trademark Caitlin Smith, as nonchalant as you can get. And Australia have another one. It's number 4 for them. And again, they'll look to go from kick-off Japan. And Smith from goal scorer to goalkeeper. Back to the post that was originally advertised, and Japan have got a corner. Jones winning a corner. Short and helps away for Australia ball in.
Yeah, a rolling for Australia now. And yeah, an opportunity for Australia. Georgia Bykov that goes for a long throw in towards Amari Diarate. Ball goes out of play as Miyabi Himeda goes down in goal. It will be a goal kick for Miyabi Himeda. Words of encouragement from the Australia support here in the Salou football complex as Miyabi Himeda goes long. Ball out of play. It'll be Kuroki that takes the free kick. Or the goal kick, should I say. But that's won back by Australia. And Beck Jones has an opportunity, but just wide of the post. Looks like it will be Kuroki that looks to launch his ball forward. Goes towards Otha. But goes straight down the other end to Caitlin Smith, who was the penalty scorer. Amari Diarate towards Georgia Bykov. Bykov has an opportunity, but it's wide. Wide of the post once again. Paramatilda's top goal scorer, Georgia Bykov, remember, who will be very pleased with Australian performance. And looks like we're going to have a substitution. Mirai Toyoda will be coming off, who was very integral to the first half in making sure that Japan didn't go past a lead. And it will be Japan's number 3, Ayumi Takimura, that replaces Mayota. She will slot into her place, gets action on the ball straight away, Takimura. But can't make anything of it as the ball goes out of play for a goal kick for Caitlin Smith.
Riati will go short for Beck Jones on the swivel. Couldn't find the shot. Jones trying to deliver low. Australia wants a corner and will get one. Girardi over to take this. Got the goal scoring proceedings going earlier on. Delivers low. Jones with it taken away. Thrown in and able to get there. Nabi Kamara. Oh, that's a bounce for Takamura, who at least in this last year has had a hair colour change. Certainly wasn't that blonde last year, as Jones does well to Egerton Northern. He finds Duriati. Pass too long for Georgia Bykov. The build-up play up to then was promising. Duriati, that's blocked. Away. Takamura. That's a good challenge from Northern. And treatments might be needed here for Takamura. That's how it looks. He's quickly waved them off.
Yeah, it looks like Takimura will be coming up. So there will be some substitutions for Australia. Georgia Bykov comes off, and number 1, Kylie Salmon comes on for Australia. So change there for the Para Matildas.
Might be strange to see an outfielder wear 1. There's a reason why. It's because Carly Salmon can also play in goal and doesn't change the number when she plays outfield. So there's a method to the madness.
Absolutely indeed, as Amiri Urati drives forward but couldn't quite get the ball. Too much pace on the pass there from Australia. But it will be a roll-in for Japan as Kuroki takes the throw-in. Kuroki tries to launch it forward, but Eloise Northern manages to get it. Running forward. Himeda takes care of the ball. Himeda goes long. Eloise Northam tries to keep control of the ball, however Caitlin Smith takes control. Eloise Northam gets the ball quickly. Anne-Marie Urati rolls in the ball to Eloise Northam. Will be a roll-in for Australia as Anne-Marie Urati rolls it in towards Carly Salmon. Eloise Northam does well to control it under pressure as Urati manages to keep the ball in possession. Strike, and it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal for Beck Jones of Australia on the score sheet once again, and another amazing strike for Beck Jones to add to her tally this afternoon at the complex. So it is Japan 0, Australia 5. A wonderful strike there, Ollie, from Beck Jones.
Good finish, and it looks like the Paramatildas have found another superstar potentially, as that's behind for an Australia goal kick. Northam over for Jones, and close to finding the third on her individual afternoon. Holding short, Northam. Salmon and Northam, that's blocked. Jones on a hat-trick. Northam sees that block. Salmon across for Jones, who might have teed one up then did, so it blocked away again. Clearance blocked by Salmon. And that's sent out of play. Those Australia fans are loving this. Jones to tee one up! What a way to bring up your first international hat-trick! She probably thinks this is all too easy. An international football debut, an international football hat-trick for Beck Jones, who is playing unbelievably in her first appearance in green and gold.
Yeah, absolutely a wonderful strike there. What a way, as Ollie has said, to make a hat-trick. And yes, what an amazing performance, amazing second half performance as well. Important to point out, only came on at the start of the second half. So amazing for Beck Jones, and she will be delighted with her performance. Will be a kick for the goalkeeper of Australia. Beck Jones on the ball. Comfortable save for the goalkeeper of Japan, Miyabe Himeda. Anne-Marie Diarati. Carly Salmon running forward to the space, gives it back to Anne-Marie Diarati. And Australia decide to clear the ball. As Mayoko Kaiga takes a throw in. However, ball goes out of play for another throw in for Kaiga. Australia teammates instructing for Beck Jones to press and to be alert to that throw-in. In amongst that, there was a collision, and the referee has stopped it. So it will be a free kick to Japan. Saki Kuroki with the free kick. She has Mayuko Kaiga as options, as well as Ayume Takimori. Will be a substitution for Australia, as Anne-Marie Urati and Beck Jones the hat-trick goal scorer will be replaced by number 2, Trinity McPhee, and also number 9, Ray Anderson.
Another international debutant for Australia then, with Trinity McPhee. 16 years of age. It's Trinity, and is 17 in December. Tell you what, Kelly Sturton isn't afraid of putting young players into the fold here. And here is Trinity McPhee. First touch to the Para Matilda. Able to find Anderson as the substitutes combined, but ball out of play as we'll see Japan go to their bench, and it will be Kiona Kimura, their number 9, who will come on for Ayumi Takamura.
Entra Kiona Kimura con el número 9, se retira Tomoyoki Achiyama y entra con el número 5 Rie Ishihara.
Northern, Salmon, over towards Eloise Northern. He's from New South Wales in Australia. A number in the squad who are also from New South Wales, including Carly Salmon, who's from Wagga Wagga. And that's one, if you're not sure how to pronounce it, it doesn't read as it would say, and it goes over the top and behind. Made sure I got that one in, Jude, just before. So, if you weren't sure how to pronounce it, I'll get that sorted for you. As there's a goal kick for Japan on the way, with Saki Kuroki taking this goal kick. That's off a couple of players, and trying to take the feet. Got involved as Salmon, on the back for Australia's number 2, is in a bit of space. Shot blocked well by Saki Kuroki, and McPhee goes back to find it.
Añade un minuto el cuarto árbitro al partido.
All that wide, and we'll move into one added minute at the end of the second half. Australia on track, well on track to find 3 points here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a confident performance from the Para Matildas. Obviously scoring early in the first half, and they tried to extend the lead in the first half, but a resolute Japan defence meant that they went into the break 1 goal up. They would have liked more, and then quick off the mark in the second half, as Australia scored. Scored a host of goals in this second half. It's been an action-packed second half. Japan have been very unlucky with their chances, and will feel frustrated that they haven't had as many chances in this second half as they would have liked. A complete confident performance from Australia and the Para Matildas. And that is the final whistle, as the final score here, and in the at the Salou Football Complex is Japan 0, Australia 6. Like I say, a complete performance from Australia, and the goals have been really shared between the team of Australia for the Para Matildas. Been a pleasure to cover this second game of the Women's Cerebral Palsy World Cup alongside Oliver Walker-Peel.
Just a quick note for anybody who's watching on the Football Australia YouTube channel, keep yourselves on that channel, because the Pararoos are about to kick off in the pitch just behind us in about 15 minutes time, so there's a double dose of Australian Cerebral Palsy football. If you're on the FEC PC YouTube channel currently, can find your way over to the FEDPC YouTube channel to watch that one. From myself, Oliver Walker-Peel, it has been a privilege. Jude, bring us home.
Always a privilege. It's been an amazing day, full of action, and yes, pleasure to be alongside you, and pleasure to also make Cerebral Palsy history to be the first all Cerebral Palsy commentary team here in Salou. More action as always tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow commentating on all of the games that are here at the Salou Football Complex. Thank you very much, and yeah, as I say, stick around for the Australia men's team.